Hello, my name is Iris Williams, and today I'm going to read to you my book, There's a Tooth in the Gumball Machine. Trellis pressed his face against the glass of the gumball machine. He was hoping he'd get a red one this time, but instead, he got the shock of his life. "Daddy!" Trellis yelled. "Look, there's a tooth in the gumball machine." "Trellis," his mother said in a hushed tone, "don't yell in public." "But Mommy, there is a..." "Listen to your mom, Trellis," Daddy said. Trellis put the tooth in his pocket. He knew his best friend Brian would find a tooth in the gumball machine just as exciting as he did. He took the seat next to his parents and sighed heavily. He hated the days they had to come to this place. "Collins family," the lady in the white uniform called. "Dr. Journey will see you now." Trellis remained seated while his mom and dad got up and headed towards the lady in the white uniform. He didn't want to go with them. He wished he was invisible. "Trellis," his mom yelled in exasperation, "please come on." "I thought we weren't supposed to yell in public," Trellis said under his breath. He stood up slowly, turned, and grabbed Teddy Bear from the seat next to him. Teddy was lucky that he would never have to see Dr. Journey. "Well, hello there, Trellis," Dr. Journey said. "How are we today?" "I'm fine, but I don't know how you are," Trellis said with a smirk. "Trellis!" Mom shrieked. "Don't be smart." He wished his parents would get the rules straight. One minute they told him not to yell, but the next minute they were yelling. They demanded he study hard and be smart. Yet now, here they were telling him not to be smart. He was confused. "It's okay, Mrs. Collins. It's perfectly understandable," Dr. Journey smiled. "I'm used to it." Trellis's mom and dad sat in chairs next to the exam table. Trellis knew where he was supposed to sit, but he continued to stand by the door anyway. "Trellis, why do we have to go through this each and every time?" his dad asked. "Get over here and sit on the exam table." "But Dad," Trellis began to cry, "I really don't want to be here." Trellis's dad got up and walked over to where he stood. He scooped him up effortlessly and sat him on the exam table. Trellis's legs dangled over the edge of the table. He noticed a hole on the side of his shoe. Before he could hide it, his mother saw it too. "Oh, Trellis," his mom exclaimed. "I thought I told you to throw those old shoes out." "But I love these shoes, Mom," Trellis explained. "Why do you always make me get rid of things just when they start to feel good?" Dr. Journey laughed. He went over to the counter and began preparing his instruments. They were long and shiny and very scary looking. Trellis thought Dr. Journey looked a lot like the mad scientist from the movies that he and Brian watched late at night when their parents were asleep. It made them have nightmares, but they watched them anyway. "Okay, Trellis," Dr. Journey said. "Please put your head back so that we can begin." Trellis was only 7, but he'd been through this several times already. Each time was worse than the time before. He knew there was no use in crying, screaming, or trying to escape. It was going to happen. So he decided to cooperate and get it over with. "Please open wide and say, 'Ah,'" Dr. Journey instructed. "This won't hurt a bit." Trellis looked at his parents. He wondered why they were allowing Dr. Journey to do this to him. He vowed he would never put his own children through such torture. He closed his eyes, opened his mouth, and said, "Ah," as Dr. Journey had instructed. He felt Dr. Journey's gloved hand enter his mouth. At first there was pressure, but then pain like he couldn't believe. Trellis opened his eyes wide. He and Dr. Journey were covered in blood. He opened his mouth to scream, but nothing came out. And that's when everything went black. "Trellis! Trellis! Trellis!" Trellis woke up to the flicker of the TV lights and his best friend Brian screaming, "You're bleeding!" He wiped his hand across his mouth and felt something wet. That's when he saw the blood. Trellis began to scream too. The screaming woke up Trellis's parents, who came rushing into the room. What are you two doing down here? Dad asked. You're supposed to be in your bedroom, Trellis. We were watching TV, Brian said. Now Trellis is bleeding. Mrs. Collins went over to Trellis. Open your mouth, honey, she said. Oh, honey, you simply lost that loose tooth, his mom said. Gumball machine gum does the trick every time, Mr. Collins said. You two boys go upstairs to bed and turn off this TV. Trellis looked at his best friend Brian and then burst into hysterical giggles. What is so funny? Brian whispered as the two boys headed upstairs to Trellis's room. You will never believe the dream I just had, Trellis said with more giggles. Now he understood why his mom and dad didn't want him watching scary movies before bed.